Hey guys, my name's Miranda and it might be mid-July, but personally for me, summer has just now officially started because the season 2 of The Summer I Turned Pretty has officially premiered and I am so excited. I had some strong plans, okay? I had some would say ambitious plans, not really, but ambitious for me, to try and read at least the first book by the time this season had dropped. And that has not come to fruition. I've got distracted by some other books that I wanted to get done first. But I was never planning to read the second book first. I like going into the series not knowing what's going to happen in the season. I don't know if I'll be able to keep that promise up though, because if we do hopefully get a third season with the writer's strike and the Screen Actors Guild strike, it'll probably be a hot minute before we get season 3, which is unfortunate because I do really like having these like every summer. It's really fun, but the strike is obviously very important and that's the most important thing, that people are getting paid a livable wage. But yeah, season 2 is here and I'm so excited to check it out. I have no idea what's in store. I'm very nervous though because you see people on Twitter who have read the books and I would say like their reactions to things of like being like looking at people being excited for the season 2 knowing what happens in the book is similar to like people who were excited to see where Prim's journey was going to go in Mockingjay who hadn't read the book, and you're just like, oh honey, you know? So I kind of feel like that right now and I'm a little nervous because I'm honestly obviously Team Conrad. I feel like Conrad is just the more my personality and I feel like that's just who I gravitate towards more. So if you're Team Jeremiah, that's totally fine. If you're Team Camp Cameron, that's totally fine. All are welcome here as long as you don't mind me picking on any of them, because I'll pick on all of them. You know, they're boys. They kind of make stupid decisions. So I'm number one Belly stan here. That's who I will always back up and defend. So yeah, I'm excited to check out season 2, and without further ado, let's get started. Ah, this we saw in the trailer. This is definitely going to be a dream. I'm totally like, I would bet money on it is going to be a dream. Yeah, see, that's why it's a dream. No way, unless this is 5 years in the future, no way he's that chill being like, oh my gosh, it's fine. Like, we get it. Ooh. Oh, is she reading Hunger Games? YA crossover, I love it. Oh. That's a punch in the gut. Like, I just can't believe she's dead already. Like, you, how dare you show me flashbacks of her and then you tell me she's dead from episode 1. Like, it's almost, I guess it's nicer in a way than, like, drawing it out and not letting us know. Like, we had time to prepare, but, like, come on. Like, the first episode, she's gone. She's gone. I still love Belly, though, so much. Like, she's always on, like, when you see, like, characters that are people hate that I always love. She's there, and I'm just like, how can you not love her? She's reading the Hunger Games in French. How can you not love a girl? Ugh, they're so cute together. I mean, she has good chemistry with everyone, but like they're just so cute. We can figure it out. That's so cute. Mm-hmm. He stops dead in his tracks. I don't think I've ever had information told to me that made me stop dead in my tracks like that. It's not so much she said. Yeah, I was gonna say. Just, you know, you gonna tell him about the other thing too? He's like, all right, reframe my mind. They're so cute. Come on. She's like, I get it. He's like, oh no, I'm sorry. Like, it just feels so organic. Their chemistry is so good. Like, it doesn't feel forced at all. This feels like a real conversation. Aww. I do feel like branch out, but like, that's really sweet. You know? He's so cute. I love seeing this side of him. We like barely got to see this side of him last season. Also, the first time like I saw that because they released that as a clip, it reminded me so much of Andy and April from Parks and Rec when he was like, "You had a crush on me," and she's like, "Babe, we're married." He's like, "Still, it's pretty embarrassing." I also was like thinking, I was like, why does Conrad's voice sound so different to me this season? But then I think I realized it's because we never heard him talk this much last season. Like, this is probably more emotion and sense to this than he said all season long. It's pretty impressive. Oh my gosh. Of course she finds out first. She's the number one shipper, honestly. Like, she has wanted them together forever. They're so cute. It's just so like how it should be, like exciting and giggly. And especially how sad they were literally 12 hours ago. I'm so happy that they can have this. Gosh, it's literally like a puppy's about to get kicked. I can't. This is gonna be so bad. And we already know how he reacts because, again, they released so many clips and he's not gonna take it nicely. Oh my gosh, throw me out a window. This is so awkward. I don't want to watch this. Like, I literally, everything in me is trying to fast forward this. Like, ugh. He's just like so. Oh, oh, it hurts. Literally, she couldn't keep the smile off her face. He's like, oh crap. Yep, okay. Okay, you don't have to say it like that, you weirdo. Yes, you knew that. Like, I don't know why this is surprising. If that. Pause, pause, pause. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. If that man collapsed in my face like that, like, oh, I'm so happy for you, it would be on sight, okay? Like, I'm down to fight. Like, oh my, get your hands out of my face like that. That is, oh, I'd be heated. Oh, don't even. You're so rude. He's so like he just acts like obviously like this is not a great thing. And I do feel bad for him, but he acts like he was so innocent in this and like he never like he pursued Belly once he noticed that Conrad was kind of interested in her. Like, lest we forget the firecracker incident, right? Where like they literally were about to kiss. I'm pretty sure before he had even made a move or anything, and then he stopped that by firing a firework at them, and now he's like suddenly surprised, like, you know? See, this is where it pisses me off that people say she's so selfish. Like, first of all, she's 16, 17 years old. Like, that's so young. And second of all, like, she's having such a mature reaction to it of, like, there's no good way to handle this situation. And yet she's trying to think of everyone's feelings in this, aside from her own, even, right? Because she wants to be with Conrad, and she's pushing that aside so that everyone can get along. And it's just like, that's such a mature decision, and I feel like no one sees that and respects it, especially Steven. Ugh. Oh, he went up and got it for her. That's so sweet. Yikes. Yikes. Take sentences that didn't age well, please. That's, I feel like he's being like, no matter what happens, like our pause or whatever, and it's like, we know what's gonna happen, kind of. I didn't read the book again, but I've seen the clips where he's like, what is she doing here? Of course you do. Number one shipper. Yes. Thank you, Susanna. Susanna is the one that's like, you know what, girl? My boys need to figure out their issues too, and I respect her for that. Another reason we love her, because Susanna is always Team Belly, even more so than her mom, kind of, honestly. I wonder if she's worried about that, you know? That, like, I don't think she is the thing. Like, that losing her, I don't think she would ever expect that, like, if she's gone, this place would fall apart. Like, everyone's so worried about that, but she seems to have such a sense of sureness, and I feel like it would break her heart to see all of them right now. You know, the boys not talking to anyone, Belly by herself, Laurel seemingly not being able to do anything, remember anything. It's not fair that we lose her. It sucks. It sucks, and I know that like Steven blames her because we saw it of being like, they're not here because of you, and I'm like, no, they're first of all older than she is, not by a lot, but older than she is. And like if she's able to put her feelings aside for Conrad back then to like make space for them, like I feel like they should be able to put their feelings aside and be able to be there for Steven if he's really their friend. Like I would just be, if I'm Steven, and this is because I'm obviously more mature than Steven, but I would be able to be like, wait, my friends, like, it's their fault for not being here, not Belly's, my sister. I love that he's calling her and that he's the one that reached out. This is so sweet. Come on. He's helping her with her homework. This is so cute. Ugh, like, he's just already so upset about the whole thing, I can tell. And it's like, need we remind you, you cheated on one of Belly's, again, not close friends, but like someone she was getting close with her best friend. And we're just like, and just like left Taylor to like deal with the fallout of it. And like he never really even apologized. And now he's gonna be mad that I don't know. I don't know. It's just Steven's way of the highway, right? Oh, this is so cute. If this is just how like their relationship developed throughout the fall. I feel like this is like so much and they're doing such a good job of it though, of like cramming in these flashbacks, and there's always something so heartbreaking about like seeing where it ends, right? Like I know it's not ending, but like seeing where they are now and then going back and seeing like how it started and how they started to fall more and more for each other, to know like where they are now just like, oh, breaks my heart. Look at him actually opening up. I'm so proud of him. Yeah, yeah, I could see why. And I could see why, like, speaking about what happened with Susanna, like, would be making it more real, you know? Like, oh, maybe if I don't say anything, like, she'll be okay. But, like, the minute I tell someone else, like, that's when it's gonna get worse. Like, that's what your anxiety does to you. Is, like, everything's just 1 minute away from being terrible, and it's also all on you. Oh, Taylor, sweetie. Honey. Like, you gotta know that. I'm not excited for Taylor and Steven. Like, maybe I'll be wrong, but, like, Steven's just such a dumb bum. Like, I just don't like it. What are you doing? Oh my gosh, he's so. Oh my gosh. He just embarrasses me, you know? Like, that's the thing. Oh my gosh, he Miguel'd her. Dude, you just fell on her, Steven, and you're not even saying sorry. Like, just like, oh, are you okay? Sorry, but like, maybe cool it down for the night. Oh, I love this. I eat this shite up when it's like one couple just being like, hey, do you want to know a fun fact? And the other person being like, always, and just loving what they have to say. Oh, do you think that's a hint at what's to come? She starts with Conrad, single for a little bit, goes to Jeremiah as a morning star, and then disappears again and comes back with Conrad. Probably reading too much into that, but I just love my metaphors. And Venus, like, is probably top three favorite planets. Is that weird to have a top three favorite planets? I feel like not, right? So formal. It's so cute, but it also like breaks my heart. I also feel like they're doing a good job of like showing what kind of triggers the memories, you know? I feel like you don't often see that. Like sometimes it's just like inner spliced or whatever of like, oh, now they're doing this, now they're doing this. But I feel like you can honestly see where it's like Belly is like reliving this in the moment that she's in. I feel like they're doing a good job of that. That's so awkward. Oh my gosh, this poor girl cannot catch a break. I got kicked in the head. I'm gonna go. Yeah, jeez Louise. This asshole. I honestly kind of thought he was a decent guy when he was talking about Hunger Games, but what an asshole. He was using her the whole time, and she told you she just got kicked in the head. And before she walks away, you're like, can you put in a good word with your friend for me? Like, kick him in the head, dude, honestly. He is so annoying. Like, he ruins her life, and she, like, goes with the flow for most of it, and then she does the slightest thing, and he freaks the F out. Like, ugh, I'm telling you. No, that's not her fault. That's their decision, you sicko. Oh my gosh, what an asshole. I would be tackling him right now. You dumb idiot. Oh my gosh. Thank goodness she has Taylor right now. And it's like for him to be like, oh, Billy, I didn't know. Like, maybe get out of your own freaking bubble for 5 seconds, Steven. Stop trying to shotgun a beer and crowd surf and impress Taylor and actually, like, care about what your sister's saying. Oh, Taylor saying that. Yeah. I mean, she definitely needs a therapist. They probably all do, honestly. And the fact that, like, even Taylor was always like, you need to get over, you, like, Conrad and all that, is being like, no, no, you don't regret any of it. Like, that just shows you, like, she's such a good friend. She's such a good friend. Like, she does some stuff sometimes in season one where I'm like, Taylor, but, like, at the end of the day, she has her back so much. Like, she's not annoyed with her. She's willing to leave the party the second, like, she understands more than, like, Belly's own mom, Belly's ex-boyfriend, Belly's ex-best friend, Belly's brother. Like, I'm just so glad she's there for her. Wait a second. I was like, why does that sound familiar? I know that car starting sound. Driver's license? Oh, come on. And this is so Belly and Conrad coded, right? Because I do feel like this is like about like an older guy and like, you know, like not super old, but like obviously he has his license and you don't. I just feel like that's oh my gosh, and they skipped to the second verse because that fits so much better. Of like, you just don't want to be like this whiny mess complaining about him anymore, and your friends are getting over it, and you know they're getting over it, but like, you can't stop yourself. I could write essays about Olivia Rodrigo songs, guys, and how it relates to this moment, and like them doing it. I'm so excited. Oh, poor Bells. Like, I just feel like she's falling apart and no one's cutting her any slack, you know what I mean? I mean, they're all kind of dealing with their own stuff too, but she's taking most of the burden, I feel like, on her. Like, she already feels selfish and stuff like that, and hearing Steven say is not going to help her. And even when she was like, I'm just so sick of feeling sad, like, yeah, it just feels never ending. Oh my gosh, this is just so, like, this shows you, though, how it's like, he's everywhere. Like, you can't escape the memories of him. Poor baby. It's like her first real heartbreak, and no one's even like, aside from Taylor, cutting her any slack, like I said. Babe, after what I've seen from you this episode, I'm not impressed with you. Like, she's been basically the mom. Kind of sounds like it is. Like, you're trying to blame her, and she's showing you about, like, you're not being great yourself. Yeah, yeah, that's more like it. It's like you didn't know where the grad tickets were. Deli had to do all this stuff and make sure that like she's taken care of, Steven's taken care of, you're taken care of, and now you want to turn around on her and say that she shouldn't have been like, oh my gosh, this. I just like I said, if Susanna was here, she'd be heartbroken. Oh my gosh, he's still whining in the back seat. Like there's just no self reflection. Yeah, thank you, Taylor. Thank you, literally. Have a moment of self awareness and being like, hey, maybe I'm not in the right in this. No, not one of my favorite Taylor Swift songs. Come on. And another one that fits perfect with Belly and Conrad, I feel like. This is how everyone is supposed to listen to this song. It's just staring longingly at pictures of your ex who broke your heart at 1 in the morning. She's doing it the right way. That's Jeremiah. I feel like I'm pretty good at recognizing their hands. It's a weird thing to say. Oh gosh, I thought he was gonna hang up, but this is when they're like, Conrad's missing. Don't phrase it like that. Yeah, that could mean like bad stuff. I mean, it is bad that he's missing, but like, gone has the connotation of like dead. Who's in the middle of finals in college, but like a high school just graduated? That timeline does not add up. Okay, that's not good. Um, Conrad goes to Brown? How did I not know that? Jeez, these kids are really smart. Brown and Princeton? He's gonna fight that, I feel like. Oh my gosh, they're playing this song too. Listen, I'm not a Weekend fan by any means, but this song is so good, and the remake with Ari, and I feel like it's like Belly now. It's like save your tears, no more tears, okay? We're moving on, okay? It's just so interesting because I feel like she called Jeremiah because I feel like I don't know obviously like what's gonna happen more with Jeremiah, but I feel like Jeremiah as a now. Like she feels like more that she wronged him in a way, right? So I feel like that's why it's kind of like she calls him, like she's heartbroken about that. I feel like Conrad, and again, I don't know exactly what happens, but from what I've been picking up on, I feel like he breaks her heart. But I just feel like that's why she's like not reaching out to him, not like just can't stop thinking about him because it's like over and like he broke her heart and there's no chance of like him taking her back and she's done. Whereas I feel like Jeremiah, it's like she still wants to be friends with him. She wants to reach out because she feels bad that like she feels like she was the catalyst for the breakup and stuff. So it's just gonna be interesting because I feel like they're in two different places right now in terms of like how it ended between each of them. Like I don't know if she ever even made up with Jeremiah. We'll have to see with that, but my gosh, what a great episode. It feels like summer, and I'm just so impressed with how much emotional impact and how well they were able to pull off the flashbacks and so seamlessly of like just one little thing reminding her. Driver's license scene was iconic already. Like that is exactly how driver's license again should be listened to, and that's how everyone plays themselves in a music video, like in their head when listening to that song, or at least that's how I do. Last Kiss, great. Save Your Tears, wonderful. Like, just, again, stellar music choices. And I'm just so excited to see what else is in store, and for my heart to break, probably. Yeah, if you have seen this episode, please feel free to leave your thoughts about it down in the comments. Also, make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!